title of this mini podcast is The Current Time is Now. Many years ago, I got this whispering from the grasshopper. Energy only flows now. It is current. Current is reality. It seemed to make sense, but I couldn't wrap any logic around it. This mini podcast is the best interpretive effort my limited intellect can offer. Energy is always present. It's everywhere in some form. Some of those forms are you and me. Energy is life itself. The energy that animates you and me is the same energy that makes up a distant star. Energy has always existed. It's the life force. Energy doesn't own a watch. It always was and it always will be, and it will remain the current of life. There's no time with energy. It's always now. We as humans measure our energy by another human invention, the calendar, and determine that there is a timeline. I had more energy then and I have less energy now. Therefore, there's a thing called time. Energy doesn't know about then and now. It's always present, but we sometimes find ways to ignore its presence and can label that experience as restricted energy or no energy. We have conditioned our mind that it's not always available to us. Our belief about energy can cause us to think it's absent or stuck, and we act in accordance with our beliefs. The juice of all things known and unknown is energy. The energy that imbues humans has ebbs and flows, just like any other energetic form, like the ocean has high and low tides. Notice, though, that there is always a tide present. That's the nature of energy. It's always present. It's the current that runs you, and it doesn't stop at your border, your skin. It's everywhere all at once. Energy doesn't die. Our forms just change shape. Like it says in the Book of Common Prayer, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Even dust contains energy. There's what many call godliness in every human being. Let's call it energy. Just because we don't recognize it doesn't mean it isn't there. It's like the quote that hung in Albert Einstein's office. Not everything that counts can be counted, and not everything that can be counted counts. The reality is that all things happen now. Our limited senses can only catalog reality piecemeal and sequentially. That's how we came up with time. When we see a thing of beauty that takes our breath away, we say time stands still. Having the boss drone on and on has time drag on. Again, quoting Einstein, sit with a pretty girl for an hour and it seems like a minute. Sit on a hot stove for a minute and it seems like an hour. That's relativity. The message here is this. The energy you need is available right now. It's present. It may be in an ebb mode, but it's there. You may need to hang your limiting beliefs out on a clothesline to let them get some fresh air to benefit from this idea. We and all our creations contain energy, based on our belief that time is real rather than a cool invention to get us to the airport on schedule, can make us believe that the energy we need to create something is not available to us now. In that mindset, we create things that have low energy. To create something with a higher form of energy, all we need to do is recognize that energy is always abundantly present no matter how many candles show up on your birthday cake. This attitudinal approach to energy will cause seemingly magical things to happen. Of course, I could have made all this up, and you may determine that you have no time for it. All the best, John.